What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch Season 6, Episode 14 of The Sopranos. Last episode had a really good Tony, Bobby, Carmela, Janice focused episode, and it was fantastic. I mentioned it at the end of last episode, but I don't want anyone to think this is bad, because it's not a bad thing at all, but The Sopranos has a structure. Almost everything, especially TV, almost every TV show in history has a structure. You know what I mean? And I feel like last episode was one of the times that the structure was a little different, and they're always appreciated. You know what I mean? Again, not that I'm like bored or disinterested in the normal Sopranos structure, because you guys know how much I love the Sopranos, but every time you shake up the pace, or the way that they focus on the characters, it adds a new layer. So I really enjoyed last episode. Again, eight more episodes, including this one, left. Man. I don't even know if I'm gonna say that much at the beginning of each episode from now on, because I'm just sort of like a depressed fugue state. You know what I mean? It's just like, I gotta watch. I'm running out of content. But I'm excited to get into it. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full length reactions up on Patreon, like I've been saying for the last couple episodes. I'm already completely finished the 6th season of The Sopranos, as well as the shitty movie, The Many Saints of Newark, on my Patreon. So if you're interested in checking that out, it is $10 a month. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get into it. Oh my god, what's with the horror movie shit going on? It's filming? What's with the horror movie show going on? We're filming the horror movie, aren't we?
Welcome to the chop shop, Eugene.
Obviously, this is spoofing horror movies.
I'm already fucking dead, remember?
I've not seen a lot of horror movies. It doesn't look that bad. That's actually... It ain't that bad. Again, what? I don't have taste. I'm watching The Sopranos, a shitty shit. No.
2 extra shoot days at a minimum.
Kid, if it buys us a bullshit theatrical release.
I'd have to get more money from Tony. I want this fucking thing out there.
Again, it's Chris. I don't have any faith in Chris. It's gonna end horribly for Chris. He's doing drugs on the side, obviously. I like seeing him in this system. Jesus, dude.
Mr. Sacramone, how are you today?
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
We now show masses in the mediastinal lymph nodes, both kidneys, and the brain.
Alex.
Just put me down.
Lobectomy, radiation, the goddamn chemo. What was all that? For kicks?
Those were our options at the time.
And now, what are our options?
Enjoy your life.
How long?
3 months?
Difficult to say.
Okay.
I have seen miracles over the years.
Forget the miracles.
3 months.
Yeah, I did not watch. Guys, stop it. I did not watch this shit. I don't know lung cancer.
How you doing, John?
He's not fucking smiling at him.
I got here. I quit smoking after 38 years.
I mean, I stopped smoking. You smoked for 38 fucking years. And just like most mob bosses, like most criminals living the good life, you know what I mean? It always kind of, not always, I don't want to say always, but chances it ends up in pathetic. And as horrific as that is to say, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? Like, cancer sucks. I don't need to be the one to tell you that. But it's pathetic. I don't know if that's the right word. Like, it hurts to watch. If that makes... Not pathetic as in like a fucking loser. Just pathetic is like a... Oh my god. How far they fall.
I'm very, very sick.
Oh my god.
You're just now sinking in? Oh my god.
Don't cry. Don't cry. You don't have to make it any harder than...
I don't want to cry. I'm not crying over Johnny fucking Sack, I'll tell you that.
No.
Ladies, no contact.
I'm fucking dying here. Again, I think this is one of my new catchphrases. Not just Sopranos, I just mean for all shows when I'm complimenting. I'm not saying that, like, I'm about to heavily compliment something. I'm not saying top 5 or top 10, like, I'm not saying that high, you know what I mean? But for some reason, man, John and Ginny, like, I don't know.
Could I bum one of those?
Oh, just a really, really good relationship for me, emotionally. Again, I'm not saying like top 5 relationships in the history of fiction or television. Like, I'm not saying that, but like,
it's casual.
an
though, right?
underrated part of the show. That's what I'll say.
With an after party at some rooftop bar in the meatpacking district. That place is very chic now.
Meatpackers?
Meatpacking district. That's what they call my bedroom. No, that sounds gay. No, never mind.
Dress made into an outfit for the baby to be christened in.
Oh, sweet.
We're running out of episodes. Like, we're gonna get a Meadow focused episode. We're obviously gonna get an AJ focused episode.
You taking a date to the screening?
If I can meet a normal guy, maybe.
I heard that.
We Donzo'd with him?
What, Finn wasn't normal?
I don't intend to discuss Finn.
What happened? Come on.
Screw the movie. I just want to hang with celebs.
Why? You think you're gonna get to sleep with Paris Hilton?
What? No.
Yeah. Oh, what'd he do?
I'm gonna change your sheets.
So what are you, the world's smartest...
Got a message for me or some shit? This feels like a goddamn movie scene.
Years of practicing oncologist, specializing in cancers of the liver.
I say lung cancer earlier, liver cancer. My bad.
Can you spare us the awkwardness? I killed my wife.
Jesus, this feels like a goddamn movie.
Accused of being part of a certain Italian-American subculture.
Hey, I know who you are. I meant, what's wrong with you?
Well, lungs.
It was lungs. Gee, I'm going back into lung and liver. What the fuck am I doing here?
Warren Feldman.
John Sacramone.
Good to know you.
Your last friend you're gonna make before you fucking die?
Oh, you've seen Rosen.
They let me fly to Cleveland. My expense. You know?
I saw him speak once at an ASCO conference in Georgia. Good man. Actually, very few people know this, but he really can't walk on water.
Oh, Jesus.
What was his prognosis?
3 months.
With the treatment you've had?
What do you mean?
You got a window of 1 to 3 years.
Are you giving me false hope here, or what's the fucking benefit of telling me I'm gonna die earlier?
It's all in platinol, concurrent with radiation. Come on, any cancer inside you slowed to a crawl.
You just giving him hope?
Why is he so fucking negative?
We tell a patient 3 months, he lives a year. Who looks like a hero? I'll see you around, John. You take it easy.
Gonna die in fucking 2 weeks.
You're around Port Newark often enough. We're concerned about what might come through there from the Middle East.
These fucking guys in the bar are just gonna get one scene every other fucking episode, and boom. Literally.
It comes about through a legal enterprise. Our pitch is this, and it's the same we gave to Christopher Moltisanti. Maybe you never mentioned it. If you or any of your people ever heard of anything going down, Middle Easterners, Pakistanis, you'd be helping us a lot if you let us know.
I think there's a word for that.
Your daughter takes...
Not snitching, it's to help.
She used the tunnels?
Yeah, spin it. He loves to protect his America.
Just something to keep in mind.
Help you... Snitch, help your daughter. Save this country.
You tell that fucking Polak to get here early and bring up the paper with her. Or she can go clean somebody else's fucking toilets.
What happened?
It's too dangerous. Has been for years.
She's so fucking fed up. But she loves it.
Story of a young man who goes to pieces, then manages to find himself again. In all seriousness, however, I'd like to say a few words. Much like a child, a film has many parents. That is to say, many individuals who act like parents, or that by aversion, the film is...
You're not a fucking poet.
executive producer, and one of those individuals. Two more examples are here with me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-EP, Christopher Moltisanti, and our director, Morgan Yam.
I'm proud, but he's gonna fucking blow it. If it actually, again, I couldn't tell if it was actually good or not.
Give a big speech.
But
I just want to give a shout out.
If it is good, he's gonna fuck it over. Fuck himself over. Oh, they're gonna push him to. Fuck that shit. That shit genuinely pisses. Again, I don't really care because I don't know him that much, but that pisses me off, man. So is it actually? Is it good? Is it mid? Or is it dog shit?
You don't know what?
Oh, they just straight up filmed it in the basement.
Motherfucking son of a...
That's you.
No.
It is.
You find where this Petsanavante is, and you bring him to the butcher shop.
The wedding's in 2 days.
I don't want
Who? The Guatemalan?
fake Tony to having Gumars and shit. Set her off.
Tell him to put it in the trunk.
What the fuck is this stupid music? Stupid music! Oh my god. How long is it gonna be? It's a horror. Again, I've not watched that many horror movies. And the ones I have been like Hereditary, Midsommar, like the not cookie cutter ones.
What? What? I'll give you what. Come here. Fucking boss down in the cellar. White bathrobe. Where'd you get that?
I don't know. Artistic choice.
Seriously, though. I'm very...
Pretty good!
You made a movie, Christopher. Nobody can take that away. 100 years from now...
So what are we thinking? He's gonna get drink and kill someone accidentally, or get high and blow all the money he makes from it? I don't know.
There he is.
Oh, fucking brother.
So is Florida.
Hot and sticky, like my balls.
But all in all, we're lucky fucks.
And nothing bad will happen between us, right? Right?
So now you're back.
Right?
Not for me, Anthony. Obviously, health-wise, being a boss is a young man's game.
Between the joint fitters and the carpenters, those envelopes are light over 10% each week. Well, word on the street is Jerry's a favorite to take over.
He's my protege. I don't stand in his way.
Oh, there's your ringing endorsement.
If you're Phil Leotardo, you cannot be happy with the state of affairs, despite appearances.
We're joined now via satellite from Bainbridge Island, Washington, by
Jesus.
Jerry's fellow mob expert, Manny Safier.
Mob expert.
How are you?
Manny?
So we were discussing the apparent mob power vacuum here in New York City. Are you shocked that there's still no successor to John Sacramone?
Not really. I mean, the last 10, 12 years, that's been a dysfunctional family.
And as Jerry said earlier, there are several viable candidates.
Well, viable, I don't know. You had Phil Leotardo as the logical successor, but
You
he, of
also
course...
have Gerardo Jerry Tosciano. Also, Faustino Doc Santoro.
Thanks for giving me the rundown, guys. I should be writing this shit down, shouldn't I?
Surprised you haven't mentioned Carmine Lupertazzi Jr.
I was about to, Manny, before you interrupted.
In fact, if you take a look at my book in chapter 14, there's a
The
rather
Santoro
elaborate
thing, I
explanation
called it a year
of the
ago.
change of power in the New York family.
That shit like that is those little scenes. I've had trouble finding words for those little scenes, but it's what makes the show stand apart.
How will I be remembered?
A wonderful husband, a loving father.
On the street, though, I mean.
I want to be a tough
From
alpha
what
dog.
I know, you were well liked, John. Respected across the board, despite the elocution even. God knows guys have actually named names for a hell of a lot less than what you were looking at. The only negative...
Say it. Come on, say it to him.
When Carmine died and you took over, people felt you changed. Became a little trigger happy, maybe? A hothead?
God forbid any of them would find themselves in that position. It's a thankless job.
And they got merch and shit too. Nice job. You guys will have to let me know in the comment, like how big was the movie? How big is the movie? Like, obviously, it's not like the fucking biggest movie of the summer. But, like, we talking like they're making some millions?
Trail of that guy in the movie.
That was not him.
The boss, Tony.
What about him?
It was based on you.
Fucking
I know, you said
was
the yelling.
No, it wasn't just the yelling.
Imitation to form of flattering.
You think that was flattering?
It was okay. It was a tough prick, that Baldwin.
What about the girlfriend?
What girlfriend?
The Cleaver guy, the lead character, his entire motive for revenge.
I don't know, you lost me, Con.
Sally Boy, the boss, he fucked the guy's fiance.
The thing with Adriana? I told you it never fucking happened.
Well,
obviously, Chris.
Ro pointed it out to me, but if she saw it, that means other people did.
It's a movie. It's fictional.
It's a revenge
like
fantasy,
a child.
Tony, which ends with the boss's head split open by a meat cleaver.
Does she need to spell it out for you? It's his subconscious.
Oh, there he is.
Best case scenario, subconscious. Worst case scenario, he's actually planning it. He's obviously not.
That Baldwin was pretty good, huh?
He was a mean fuck. I'll give him that.
He had to think of me. He had to search for the thing that make him happy.
Ah, no, the one he was fucking.
It's weird how it works. Creative process. I'm watching that movie, Edward Scissorhand, when boom, all of a sudden it hits me. What if instead of a pair of scissors, it's a meat cleaver instead?
A couple years later, you got a movie.
Now, originally I thought a ball-peen hammer, but a cleaver's better.
I'm gonna be honest though, like, yeah, someone who wants to be an author, that's where the best ideas start. They come up with ripping off something stupid and escalates into hopefully something great, not something like what he made.
Look, seriously, think where you were just 3 months ago. You came into that meeting, you were so fucked up you could.
And he's not gonna backslide. He would never do that.
Pull back a little, steer clear of old habits, same people.
Must be hard though. Give me your lifestyle.
They already misinterpret I don't want to hang around so much. Fucking Paulie especially.
Have you explained how hard it is to be around alcohol? How familiar surroundings set it off?
They don't give
Again,
a fuck.
I don't. It makes me sound like I'm a piece of shit, but it's crazy. I feel bad about like he's an addict. Like I'm not. Oh, fuck addicts. They're terrible people. I'm not saying that. I feel bad, but oh my god, I just can't. He's gonna slip back.
John, what the hell are you doing?
What?
You're smoking.
I'm already dying.
Just calm down, all right?
Calm down. I don't fucking believe you.
What have I got to lose, Jen? What's the difference?
You told me Dr. Feldman doesn't agree with the others.
Yeah, well,
Miracles do happen, John.
not to this family, they don't.
You know, it's that kind of attitude that probably brought this on in the first place.
Okay. Oh.
What about all these 6-year-olds with leukemia? What's that from? All their negative thinking?
Right. His heart. I know.
Is Phil really just gonna
He lost his balls, is what I'm saying.
Just say
slide in the back?
Walt fucking Whitman over here. Ladies.
Hey.
You all right?
No.
Again, maybe I'm expecting too much chaos out of Phil, but you gonna just sit and take it down? Oh. What a scene!
Come on.
You mean, come on, get out of there, you dumb fuck! I have said this. The first couple seasons of The Sopranos, like I didn't think that it was like 10 out of 10 cinematography, but as the show's going on, I think it's been more and more and more. That right there might have been the best cinematography of the show. That was awesome.
It's fucking leadership, Void. Step up, Carmine. Get your hands around this thing. You know you got the support.
You never thought you'd mutter those words, did you?
What do you want me to say?
I hear you, Tony, and I'm flattered. But boss, I don't think so. Especially now that Doc has cemented his position.
Phil was bad enough in the top spot, but him I could have lived with.
There was that time I was obsessed with being in charge.
What a changed man.
I give him his present, this mellifluous box, ribbons,
Motherfucker's a poet?
this gaze of absolute disappointment.
Tony is not
There's nothing in the box.
connecting.
So he hands it back to me. Go fill it up, he says. Come back when I'm 200.
Hey, that's
So
actually
go
kind of
for
beautiful.
it, Carmine. Fulfill that part of yourself.
I am fulfilling it.
Nicole comes up with the drink. She says, darling, I think it's time you took a rest. I say, we're gonna take a vacation. She says, that's not what I meant. I don't want to be the wealthiest widow on Long Island. I want you to quit. Now.
He's out. Either dealing with Doc, or maybe you're going to Phil. Gonna question him? Talk
How
to
you
him.
doing? Tony said you got an offer on a house you
Oh,
bought.
wow.
2, actually, yes.
Ivana Trump.
What a compliment.
You know, I gotta be honest, I am very disappointed at what you did.
What are you talking about?
Your movie, the boss sleeping with the other guy's fiance.
What?
Please, like that wasn't based on Tony and Aid?
What? No. Carmela, I didn't even write it.
Story by Christopher Moltisanti. Isn't that what it said up there on the screen?
Yeah, but that's just for the Writers Guild health insurance.
Oh, really?
Come on, you can't be serious. She's an Oriental, for Christ's sake.
Have you heard from Aid lately?
No. Why would I hear from her?
Would it be so surprising?
She left me for some other guy.
Is it any wonder? Her poor mother is so upset she's practically delusional. She's
Jesus
convinced herself that
Christ.
Aid is dead.
Her mother's an alkie. You know that.
Regardless,
I
Christopher.
want more. I wanted more of this.
You're my cousin, and I love you, Carmela, but I don't like what you're inferring here. Either with the movie or with how I treated Adriana. Kelly comes out, tell her I went to smoke.
That was great. I don't. Not enough Chris and Carmela scenes in the show. Like that was great.
Who is it?
You don't answer your phone?
Shut the ringer. It's the middle of the night.
Honey, what's wrong?
Nothing, sweetie. It's fine. Go back to sleep.
It ain't fine. We got a problem. The whole sequence.
You got me in trouble here.
That was your idea.
It wasn't my idea.
What are you, fucking stupid?
I tell you something.
Put it in there to embarrass him.
Why did you put it in there?
It was an idea. I don't know. Who knows where they fucking come from? Isaac Newton invented gravity because some asshole hit him with an apple.
Own ideas. Now I'm supposed to take responsibility for some shit that's gonna get me in trouble? Fuck that, man.
Jesus Christ, Chris.
Humanitis Award? What's that?
Don't break it, no!
Paulus Brothers for writing themes of socially redeeming.
Look out the window. You see a fucking Hollywood sign out there? Maybe you talk to your agent like that, but don't ever get fucking snippy on me again.
The girl just supposed to sit there and take it? Like,
The fucking scary thing was, I didn't know what happened until after the shot was fired. Fucking weird.
it was a great scene.
Writer, you can never tell, you know. You come up with an idea, you don't know how the audience is gonna respond. I mean, just because I like something I think of doesn't mean anyone else will.
Well, that's a challenge, huh?
It is challenging sometimes.
You know, sometimes I like to write people cheat. No, stop it.
I stole that from Broderick Crawford and Bourne yesterday.
What's that?
Garson Kane in 1950. It's terrific. William Holden falls in love with Crawford.
You did some research. Hold up. Nice job.
The Sally Ball character is based on Crawford, sort of a big, burly guy. The love triangle, the cuckolding of Michael sleeping with the fiancée, very similar to the Holden-Holiday dynamic.
Gonna get Tony looking up fucking research on this shit. This is bullshit.
Your idea.
And apologies to Garson Kanan.
What happened to your head?
What?
Oh, I slipped.
Cabinet.
Come on, you can see through that, Tony. Time to cover his ass. He didn't do a half bad job at lying, but obviously it's obvious. What the fuck are you looking at, dude?
Now listen to me, you two heels. I mean business. I got too much at stake down here. You got something to blow.
Is this the film?
Just the image of me he leaves to the world.
I mean, is it wrong? Like,
You always talk about him more like a son.
In some ways he was. Especially after his dad died. He was little, I used to give him rides. I'd put him in a basket at a butcher bike and pedal him around. back when Satriali's made deliveries. I reminded him of that recently. He didn't remember.
But you do.
We had fun.
Spiting him because he was too young?
All those memories are for what?
Remembers the negative ones.
All I am to him is some asshole bully.
I'm actually a really good person.
His dad, Dickie, was like my me to him.
A mentor.
Yeah, but more than that.
A warm spot yet, a threatening yet.
Fucking guy you could look up to.
Okay.
And the hope is that you pass that shit down. The respect and the love. And all I did for this fucking kid, and he fucking hates me so much.
I'm sure on some level he loves you.
I'm talking about, like, does Tony actually genuinely believe this, or are you lying to yourself?
Look, sweetie. You're nice and clean like you like them.
Mommy, he can't really hear you.
I don't want to see this shit.
Mother.
Grandma? What, Daddy? Is he hallucinating?
Great acting.
No, he could be. Sometimes they see people who've passed.
John?
Fucking pranking him. Cigarette?
You want a cigarette, baby? John?
Yo, why do I have goosebumps? Stop it! Jesus.
How's John?
That's why I'm here, Tony.
Dead.
John passed away late this morning.
God damn. That was some great acting.
Ride the painted pony, let the spinner wheel glide.
How you doing, Phil? You okay?
47. He was a fucking kid. Me, I'm an old man. I'd like to do it over, boy, let me tell you. I fucking compromised everything.
Nah, what are you talking about?
20 years inside. Not a fucking peep. For what?
What you got from it?
To protect the likes of Rusty fucking Milio? Doc Santoro?
You're a man, Phil. This ain't a lot nowadays.
Yeah, but that's the thing when it comes to like snitching and shit like that. Like, yeah, you got your pride and your ego intact, but
Fucking piece of shit, Tony Soprano's cousin.
What'd it leave you with?
Murdered Billy. And what did I do about it?
Uh-oh. Get your look
Hey,
back.
witness. Sometimes I think it's in my DNA. My family took shit from the Mitigans the minute we got off the boat.
Come on. Fuck you talking about?
Leotardo. That's my fucking legacy.
No more.
No more, Butchie.
No more.
No more of this.
Fucking Godfather. Fake ass. Damn, that's the end? Why'd that episode feel so short for some reason? I'd say it's been 55 minutes. Man. I do want to say, and I mentioned it right at the end of the reaction there. I don't know if I kept it into the YouTube cut. For some reason, I don't know if I was just into it so much, or that felt like one of the fastest episodes of Sopranos. And obviously, I've been filming for almost an hour now, so it wasn't short, but something about the way that it was structured. Again, I don't know the exact fucking specifics of the. I really liked it. It felt too fast. Not too fast as in like a poorly paced. It was over when I blinked and it was over, and I was sad about it because I was really enjoying it. Sack, and well, obviously Sack is dead, so I'm not fearful of looking up any sacrimony. Spoilers or anything like that. But Vincent Cortola, really good acting. Obviously, the whole show, Sack has been a character whom I've really liked. It's almost akin to my conversation last episode with Bobby, in the sense of I liked Bobby. I've always liked Bobby. I've always liked Sack. They're not necessarily going to be like my top 5 or maybe not even my top 10 favorite characters, but they're probably in like the top 15, top 20. They're really good. This is not a bad thing or anything like that, but obviously it's called The Sopranos. You know what I mean? Tony and Carmela are the main factors, and then you have the side pieces that sort of help, build the either the thematic points or just the straight up plot details, the emotional moments, or the anything like that. And I think that Sack has been a really good character like that. Now, obviously, heard about him since season 1, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong again. I've only seen the show once, obviously, but we first see him in season 3, I believe. Yeah, because we get the Ralph scenes in the middle of the season. And I immediately liked him. You know what I mean? So it does suck to see him go like that, but like I gotta repeat, Vincent Coratola, some amazing acting right there at the end. To be quite honest, some of the best like about to die acting. I know that sounds weird or morbid or you know what I mean, but like as someone who's been there, you know what I mean, before, like that shit hit. And that's the thing with the Sopranos that I've complimented so much as well. I just mentioned this last episode. Each episode feels like a own little mini movie. You know what I mean? And obviously, this episode, funny enough, was about half about a movie. But each episode it feels so condensed and so contained, and I absolutely love that factor about the show. Sometimes some shit just comes out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like 1 minute we're fucking, you know what I mean, having Bobby at the lake or whatever, and the next minute fucking Sack's about to die from cancer. What's going on? Like he's a lot worse since the last time we saw him. So there's like a tinge of unpredictability about the show, and again, but not like subverting your expectations. Fake, right? No, it's the reason it's unpredictable is because it's just so real and shit happens. You know what I mean? Like with the Sill the shooting. You know what I mean? The shooting right in front of Sill to Doc. No, to Jerry. I'm sorry. It happened to Jerry. It was done by Doc. I really like shit like that because, like, look, Doc and Jerry or whatever, like, I'm sure that Doc's gonna play some role in the rest of the show, but, like, they're not really, like, the most important characters. You know what I mean? Like, the rest of the season isn't gonna be about the rivalry between them. So, we don't need fucking 5 episodes of build-up of, like, speculating a war, maybe speculating a hit. We don't need to jump on a Doc's side going, should we do this? Or, you know what I mean? And, like, drag it out 20 times. No. I've watched the show. Not only have most of you guys watched Mafia Media, in which I would assume it's the same instance, but also I just watched The Sopranos. I've seen that 20 times already. I don't have to see fucking them debating on whether or not they should put a hit out on someone, because you can just by now expect that they're gonna put a hit out on competition. So, but I really liked it, and again, I'll re-compliment it because it was probably my favorite scene of the entire episode. Jeez, I forgot the word for episode. That cinematography with Sylvia was phenomenal, man. Obviously, my gut reaction with anything semi-weird or semi-uncommon in The Sopranos is for me to immediately spit out, oh, is this a dream? Oh, is this a dream? Is this a hallucination? But something about, like, it was just like that. Like, I went like, is it? And immediately went, oh my god, wow, that's so real. So, again, props to it. And I'll repeat it real quick, because I hope I said it correctly during the episode. I don't want anyone to mistake me. But again, The Sopranos is obviously one of the all-time great shows, and it's made by HBO. HBO obviously has some excellent cinematography. But I've said it multiple times, like, the first couple seasons, they didn't blow me away with the cinematography. I'm not saying it was bad or average by any means. It was just good. It was good, you know what I mean? But these last couple seasons, especially with the dreams and the hallucinations and the this and the that, really, really good. Really good. Again, I'm not saying like top, the greatest cinematography I've ever seen in cinema. I'm not saying that, but I genuinely enjoy the cinematography as of late. And the music, I don't even know the word for what's the word for music cinematography. I'm saying, like, I know it's a simple word, and I know I learned it in film school, and I talked about it for probably months on end, and then I just forgot about it because I'm genuinely fucking stupid. But just the general sound design and the way they overlap it with action or almost use it as like a distraction or in some certain scenes. It's so goddamn good, man. It's so good. Real quick before I talk about the rest of the show, or sorry, before I talk about the rest of the episode, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7 more episodes left. Again, each character has to get some sort of focus. You know what I mean? Like that's the major thing that I'm thinking about. And I don't know if that's like a negative. Like I don't want anyone to think like that's the only thing I'm focusing on, or I'm not paying attention to the rest of the show. I'm not saying that at all. But like, for instance, obviously Tony and Carmela are gonna have, you know, multiple episodes, multiple, you know, important scenes, I would think. But someone like AJ is gonna get at least one more big AJ storyline. You know what I mean? And it can probably be as short as just happening inside of one episode, or it could be one that stretches across multiple. But AJ is going to get one more big storyline. I would have to think that Meadow would get one more big storyline. Just, you know what I mean? She's the main character. She's one of the 4 fucking Sopranos family members. She's going to get something else. Bobby and Janice just had an episode, and I could see a world in which that was their final, like, huge focal point episode. But I would still think that they're going to be. There's some more with them. I just feel like if you open up the season with them having major focus, they'll probably circle back around to them later. But like someone like Artie too. Artie, a huge part of the show, one of my top 10 favorite characters. Probably. Again, in that sort of Janice Christopher breed of like, I fucking hate you half the time, but you know, come on, you're Artie. How can I not? How could you not be in my top 10? But I would expect him to have at least one more episode. Paulie, I would expect him to have at least one more episode / major storyline. Chris is obviously, we're gonna have to. He's, you know, or arguably, I could see an argument he's the second or third most important character in the show. You know what I mean? Depending on how much you want to rate Carmela, but I got to see his story you know, finished. Is Silvio gonna get some stuff? Phil seems to be back in town, if that makes. I told you it would not be that long. I'm gonna be honest. It's funny. It's only been what, 2 episodes since they actually had that peace talk. You know what I mean? So like, in terms of the amount of episodes I've watched, it's been that amount of time. Obviously, there's been some time skips and health concerns and stuff like that. So, in the story aspect about it, it's been a lot longer. But I told you it was not going to last long. That's Phil. That's Phil fucking Leotardo. The greatest name in Italian history. That's Phil right there, man. I expect him to fuck shit up. You know what I mean? And I expect him. Again, I don't want to look that sort of in depth or that close to, you know what I mean, like the final episode or how the show ends, but who's gonna end up as the top dog in the, you know what I mean? Are we just gonna end with Tony continuing his like a perfect cycle where it just starts off the exact same spot it began? Is it gonna be something where, you know what I mean, Phil ends up winning and killing people? Is it gonna be someone smaller that we didn't see that was making moves in the background the whole time? You know what I mean? What is it going to be? I'm so interested. I'm so hyped, man. But that's the thing, and I really want to preface this. Not preface. That's not the right word. I've talked about the Sopranos ending. Like I've heard it's controversial. I know. Like I'm telling you, I'm looking at you right now. I'm gonna love it. Like I know that I'll love it. I know that I'm gonna love the ending. So I have absolutely no fear. But the Sopranos is one of those shows. It's in the same tier as like, I don't. People take this out of context, okay? It's in the same tier as Game of Thrones for me in this one aspect. Game of Thrones is ending, and the last couple seasons, but specifically its ending is absolutely fucking horrible. Like, it's like gag-inducing vomit, like fucking, it's terrible. But the first 4 seasons of the show are so good that like it locks in its position for, you know what I mean, being so high on my list, if that makes any sense. So Game of Thrones is like in like my top 7 or 8 favorite shows of all time, even with that absolutely terrible ending. The Sopranos could be in that same tier for me, in the sense of this: if the next couple episodes were the worst thing I've ever seen, the rest of the show carries it to being in my, you know what I mean, top 7, 8. Like there's no question about it. And again, I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying. I know that it's going to end amazingly. I know that these episodes are going to go absolutely hard and crazy and amazing, and I'm not going to have not a single disappointed bone in my body, if that makes any sense. But if it did, I would still love this show. And the main reason for that, and the reason I've complimented it so much, and the reason I would like to think, some really good conversations at the end of these episodes. I'm not just talking about like, let me sit here and theorize about what Phil's going to do next. No, that's not what The Sopranos is. This is a character study. And not just for Tony, obviously mainly Tony, but it's a character study for like 20 people. That's why it's so good. It's just like, it's almost like a study on the human condition. You know what I mean? With the emotions and the symbolism and the thematic beats and everything about it. So the way that this show is written, an episode, and again, I think in the entirety of the runtime so far, and probably till the end, I don't expect there to be any bad episodes. The only episode that I could say that I didn't absolutely love was in Camelot, season 5, episode 7, I believe, if I remember correctly. I didn't like fall in love, get on my knees, and start worshiping, sucking off Sopranos after I watched it. That was the only one where I didn't feel that way immediately. But even then, like, I feel like I had a fun time talking about it or thinking about it or connecting the dots, trying to find parallels. Like, that's the main point. This show could be terrible. I could watch a fucking episode of the A plot being Tony fucking going to the store to get toothpaste so he can brush his teeth in the morning, and the B plot being fucking I don't know, fucking Junior getting his diaper changed. I don't know. It could be the stupidest thing possible, and they would find a way to make it the most impactful, heavy hitting, make me want to cry sort of thing I've ever seen. Again, I loved Sack. You guys, this doesn't sound good out of context, man. You guys know how much I love Johnny Sack. I just talked about how much I appreciated his role in the story. But again, I repeat, he's never been like my top 10 character. But I almost cried. Not just the acting, but just the whole scenario, the setup, and everything. It really hit me, and I've loved him and Jenny. What is it? It's either, I think it's season 4 episode, right? The Wait. I think that's a season 4 episode. I could be misremembering. But I love that episode. You know what I mean? That was probably the first episode where I was like, damn, I kind of really like Sack, and obviously Jenny. So, you know what I mean? An episode like that, an episode I love. Half of it was about fucking, you know what I mean? A side character's side character. You know what I mean? And it was fucking amazing. This show can't not be excellent. It physically can't not be perfect. So, but going back to something I said earlier, talking about we've only got 7 more episodes left. All of the main characters, I would assume, have to get one more lick in. You know what I mean? They have to get one more major storyline or major moment or character focused. Junior also, he has to get wrapped up too. So, just the nature of Junior, I would not be surprised if the next time I do see him, it's his last. Whether or not that's him dying or just him being fucking locked away in a prison for the rest of the show. So continuing that, obviously. But other than that, I think I've named all the characters. Oh man, I forgot to cross off Vito last couple episodes. Let me do that real quick. Damn, I forgot to cross off fucking Eugene too. I did get the name right. Yeah. My bad. I'm hyped, man. I am so hyped, man. I wonder if the show is actually gonna make me cry. Cause right off the top of my head, and again, there's been a lot of emotional moments in the show, you know what I mean? But I don't think I've been that close to crying. I would probably say, oddly, that scene might have been the scene that almost made me cry the most. The Sack stuff with his family, and again, I repeat, I wasn't really that close to crying. So, but I also don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying. Is like, he didn't almost cry during The Sopranos. He must hate the show. Other shows he wants to cry at. No, some shows you just don't cry at. Like, some of, like, Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? I'm in an ever not. I wouldn't say it's a forever thing, but because I repeat, I've watched Breaking Bad 4 times, and I've only watched The Sopranos once. I feel I can't wait for the conversation to have after the finale to see if I can decipher which one I like more. But you know, in that show too, didn't cry, didn't get close to crying. You know what I mean? The Wire was close. So if we're doing a fucking triple threat there between those three shows, The Wire beats it emotionally for me. But some shows you just don't cry, and again I repeat, I think it's because the characters are so human. They're hard to root for sometimes. You hate them sometimes. They make mistakes, and that's why like. And you know, I can't believe I don't know if I'm gonna end the discussion soon or whatever, but I feel like I almost went the entire discussion without talking about Chris at all. You guys know I love Chris. I love Chris but hate Chris. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the way that I'm supposed to feel about him. I feel like earlier in the show, I cared about him so much, and I rooted for him, you know what I mean, season 1 and season 2, and I wanted the best for him, and I felt bad when he slipped in, you know, out of sobriety, and I felt bad when he took drugs and all that, and I feel like I've been desensitized over the course of the show to, you know what I mean, and it's so real. I know people whom they do drugs, and you just, please, you gotta stop, and they never stop, and so you subconsciously stop caring, and you feel bad that you stop caring, but I'm stopped caring. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Chris. I wanted him to get out. I wanted him to get out of this business. I wanted him to stop taking drugs. I wanted him to stop drinking alcohol. I wanted him to have a happy life. And he just keeps falling back. And yes, I feel bad for him. He's not like evil or a monster for falling into these pits. You know what I mean? I understand and empathize with the struggle, but also how long must I wait? How long must I, you know what I mean? It's like fucking Sisyphus. How much must I fucking push him up the hill? Okay? He's just gonna come rolling back down, and there's nothing that I can do to stop it. So why keep pretending, if that makes any sense? So that's why I don't want anyone to think I'm like purposefully giving him the cold shoulder. It's just, again, I said this before. I feel like Chuck McGill. I know what he is. I know what Chris is. I know that he can never let himself have that happy or successful moment. I know a part of Tony probably can't let him have that either. But, or at least Chris feels like Tony won't let him have that moment at the bare minimum. But he'll never get it. He'll never get it. So, how does Chris's story end too, man? Because again, that's the whole thing about it. He does something successful, he fucks up, and he gets it taken away from him. You know what I mean? Does he get a raise? You know what I mean? For doing such a good job at something, fuck up, and then get a demotion. Like, how are we going for Chris? How are we fucking going? Oh man. Again, I talked about last episode too, like the oddly whole, and again, you know it's gonna end poorly. You know, like again, it's like addicts with the family fighting of last episode. You know what I mean? It just, that's their drug. It's fighting each other. But I talked about how like the Janice and the Bobby and the Carmela scenes, or like there was a tinge of wholesomeness last episode. Same thing with Chris, like talking about his movie and being happy. And if only he could have just fucking got out, dude. But he's obviously too far gone. Not even like mentally, just he's too deep in. There was no any chance that he had, he screwed it up. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. I think that's gonna be it. I think I talked about all the major hitting points that I wanted to speak about. Again, I love this show. I'm so sad. Wait. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 7 more episodes. I always forget. I forget even though I said it 200 times in the video already. But man, we're winding fucking down. Oh man, I don't want to see. There's another thing too that's like, I don't want to end these videos too, because the more time, again, I only have to end a video 7 times, technically 8 with Many Saints of Newark. Like, I only get to end a Sopranos video 7 more times for my channel, you know what I mean? So like a part of me just Well, if I never press stop and I just keep talking, I just keep rolling, then you know the day will never come when I finish it. But I've got to move on. So, but I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full length reactions up on Patreon. Obviously, as I say at the beginning of the episode, I'm already completely finished the 6th season of The Sopranos. Check it out if you're interested. It is $10 a month for my Patreon. And finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.